Last night, at 38 years old, in his 200th appearance for Argentina, Lionel Messi did something that Cristiano Ronaldo, in 6 World Cups across 20 years, in 229 international appearances, never once did. He scored a World Cup hat-trick, 3 goals, against Algeria, in Kansas City, on the exact same date, June 16th, that Messi made his World Cup debut 20 years ago as an 18-year-old kid nobody knew. And with that hat-trick, Messi now has 16 World Cup goals, the same number as Miroslav Klose, the all-time record, a record that Ronaldo, with 143 international goals, with 5 Ballon d'Or awards, with 20 years of trying, never once reached. Ronaldo's World Cup goal tally? 15, 1 behind. And last night, while Messi was scoring 3 goals in Kansas City, Ronaldo was playing 90 minutes against DR Congo without a single shot on target. Portugal drew 1-1. Ronaldo is now scoreless in his last 10 consecutive matches in major competitions. I am going to break down exactly what happened last night, exactly what these numbers mean, and exactly why, after everything this debate is over, stay until the end. Because the final stat I give you is the one that nobody is talking about, and it is the one that makes this completely undeniable. Let me walk you through exactly what Messi did last night. 17th minute, Argentina build from the back. Messi receives the ball just outside the penalty area. 1 touch to control, 1 strike with his left foot. The ball bends over the outstretched arms of Algeria goalkeeper Luka Zidane, yes, Zinedine Zidane's son, and hits the top right corner. Messi turned away and immediately started crying. He pulled his jersey up to wipe the tears. His teammates surrounded him. The entire stadium, packed with Argentina fans who had turned Kansas City into Buenos Aires, went completely silent for 1 second before the noise became deafening. After the match, Messi said, and I want you to hear these words carefully, he said, "My tears after the first goal, I have had some tough days. It was not related to football." Something was happening in his personal life, something he did not share publicly. And he came to the World Cup at 38 years old, approaching his 39th birthday, carrying whatever that weight was. And he scored a hat-trick. 60th minute, Mac Allister long-range shot. Keeper spills it. Messi pounces from nowhere, 2-0. 76th minute, Messi curls a shot into the bottom left corner with surgical precision, 3-0. 16 World Cup goals, the record tied. 3 minutes later, he walked off the pitch, slowly, while the upper decks of Arrowhead Stadium prostrated, not clapping, not cheering, prostrating, like they were witnessing something religious. Now let me tell you about the record, and why it matters so much that Ronaldo never got there. Miroslav Klose, Germany, 16 World Cup goals across 4 tournaments, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014. When Klose retired after the 2014 World Cup, that record seemed untouchable. The man played in 4 World Cups at the peak of his powers. He was specifically built to score goals at the highest level. 16 goals. Ronaldo has been trying to break that record since 2006. 20 years. 6 World Cups. He has scored 15 goals. 1 behind Klose, 1 behind the record. And here is the part that tells you everything. Ronaldo scored 9 of his 15 World Cup goals in just 1 tournament, 2022 inches Qatar. That means across his first 5 World Cups, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, and part of 2022, he had scored only 6 goals in total. Messi, in his first 5 World Cups, had also scored 13 goals, better than Ronaldo across the same span. And now, in his 6th World Cup at 38 years old, in just his first match, Messi has scored 3 more, 16 total, the record tied, and he still has potentially 6 or 7 more matches to play. Ronaldo is also playing in his 6th World Cup. Last night he had 0 shots on target, 0 goal contributions, and Portugal drew with a team that last played a World Cup 52 years ago. Here is the stat I told you about at the start, the one nobody is talking about. It is not the goals. It is not the hat trick. It is not the 16 versus 15. It is the goal contributions. Messi now has 24 goal contributions at the World Cup, 16 goals and 8 assists. 8 assists tied with Diego Maradona for the most since assist data was first tracked in 1966. 24 goal contributions. That number just passed Pelé, who had 21 for the all-time record in World Cup history. Not goals, total impact. Every time Messi touched the ball in a way that directly led to a goal for himself or for a teammate, that is a goal contribution. And he now has more of those than any player in the history of the tournament. More than close. More than Brazil's Ronaldo, more than Pelé, more than Maradona, more than Ronaldo, and he did it in fewer matches than all of them. Messi has played 27 World Cup matches. Klose played 24 to reach 16 goals. Messi reached 16 goals in 27 matches, while also creating 8 goals for other people. If you are still having the GOAT debate, if you are still arguing that this is close, I genuinely want to know what evidence would change your mind. Because I do not know what more Messi can do. Now, let me be fair to Ronaldo, because this video is not about tearing him down. His career is one of the greatest in football history. 143 international goals, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, Champions League titles, Serie A titles, Premier League titles. But this World Cup so far has made the contrast impossible to ignore. Ronaldo is now scoreless in 10 consecutive matches in major competitions. That includes 5 straight World Cup matches without a goal. His last open play goal in a major competition, a World Cup or European Championship, was the 19th of June 2021, almost exactly 5 years ago. He played 90 minutes last night against DR Congo, 0 shots on target. Portugal had 80% possession in the first half and scored once through a header from a 2-1-year-old midfielder named João Neves. Ronaldo had nothing to do with it. His coach, Roberto Martinez, was asked directly after the match whether Ronaldo should start the next game. Martinez defended him, said it was not about Ronaldo, said the whole team needed to do better. But here is the reality. When Ronaldo does not start for Portugal, they average 2.8 goals per game. When he does start, they average 1.9. That number is not an opinion, it is not an argument, it is a fact. I want to say something now that I think is true and I think most honest football fans know is true, even the ones who have argued Ronaldo's side for 20 years. The GOAT debate is over. Not because of last night alone, but because of what last night represents. Ronaldo built his entire case on individual numbers, goals, hat tricks, records, trophies at club level. And for years, for 15 or 20 years, that was a genuinely competitive argument. 2 different players, 2 different styles, roughly comparable peak performances. But the World Cup was always the gap. The one thing Messi had that Ronaldo could not match. The 2022 trophy, the 2014 final, the moments on the biggest stage when the pressure was highest. And now Messi, at 38, in his final World Cup, carrying personal difficulties he has not shared publicly, is adding to that legacy, while Ronaldo is being benched in debates by his own statistic. 38 years old, first World Cup hat trick, all-time record tied in the first match. If this is not the greatest individual performance in World Cup history from a single player across a career, I genuinely do not know what would qualify. Drop your answer in the comments right now. Is the GOAT debate over for you, or is there still an argument for Ronaldo? And one more thing, Messi still has 6 more matches if Argentina go all the way. He is 1 goal from breaking Klose's record outright, not tying it, breaking it, alone at the top. Subscribe, because I am going to cover every single Messi performance at this World Cup, and if he breaks that record, I will have the full breakdown within 1 hour of the final whistle. That video is coming. Make sure you are here for it.